start up within my group again. I'm streaming live on Twitch here. Um, Trying to go on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and just see everybody. I had some technical difficulties when I came on the first time, and I worked an hour to get back within the group. I'm going to write a comment here, a video for Dory and Heather. So know that I'm doing cards for you, for Dory Comfort and Heather White. I just, like I said, I'm so determined not to give up, right? So know that I'm doing videos for you. Hopefully you'll come back on. And I'm going to go back into my Twitch format, even though I have to kind of go back and forth between you so that I can see who's on. Before I end my Twitch stream, I promise that I will look at who came on before I leave. So if I have someone else come on for a card reading, I read about Archangel Anael. I think it was such a beautiful card, and it was for Jen Wentland. But I also want to connect with Dory's energy. I hope to see you next week, so much so. The number is 5. And it's like I saw all these doors around you, opening, opening, opening. So keep choosing the ones that you want to open and walk through and be happy. They said continue to be happy because you're so protected and blessed. So I'm going to draw the 5th card. Oh, wow. Look at this one. I have drawn that for people before. I love the home heart within the trees. This is Archangel Muriel. So know that if you have any issues around your home, that this is the Archangel you need to call on. Let's read a little bit about it, Dory. I think that's such an unusual way to talk about your home with an angel. Archangel Muriel. Let's see what this Archangel is all about, because I found today that they're listed in the back. Muriel, the angel of the sign Cancer, can be called upon for all matters relating to the home and family. As also the angel of emotions and sensitivity, Muriel is said to be able to procure a magic carpet for those who invoke him. Whoa! Go for a ride, Dory. So, a home is a physical space or structure that provides us with the foundation from which we operate. A home provides us with all our basic physical, emotional, and spiritual needs on a very primary level. It is through the home that we receive our sense of security, stability, and safety. The home is experienced on many different levels for each individual. Our first home is our body. We may experience home in the space where our immediate family or guardians are. As we become adults, our home exists wherever we are. It may further develop to include a new family that we create ourselves. On a larger level, our town, city, state, country, and ultimately our planet is also our home. When we lose connection to whichever of these places we consider home, we lose our connection to our foundations, our sense of security. So, it may be time for you to let go of some of your old belief systems around the concept of home. Home is where your heart is. It is a space of love, nourishment, and support. No matter where you are or who you are with or where you live, you carry home in your heart as you walk through this planet, which is your home. What a beautiful card for you, Dory. Whoa, right? Now, Heather White, I've just been trying to do some different things, different cards. I'm still doing the Ask an Angel. So here we go. I'm going to connect with you, Heather. And it's funny. I'm getting backwards numbers today for people. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 81 for you. So this is the 8th card, the same home card. So how could you, yeah. So that is important also to you, but it told me to draw the card after it. And look at this. And it has your colors, right? Your purple magenta colors. Clarity. This is Archangel Jeremiah. So let's read about Archangel Jeremiah. And I don't know if I'm saying the names right. Sometimes they kind of, whew, they're a mouthful. Also known as Remiel, Archangel Jeremiel, meaning mercy of God, is the angel of clarity, with the ability to help you gain perspective and review your life experiences and your patterns. Jeremiel can help you awaken or resurrect lost parts of yourself. In Judaism, Jeremiah is considered one of the 7 core archangels. So he's a powerful one, and he has stepped forward for you today in a big way. If you have a problem or a question, this is the archangel to help you clarify the problem. Now, clarity. I've never drawn this card for anyone. Let's go through this. Archangel Jeremiah, clarity is the state of tune when the mind becomes still. When our fears, assumptions, expectations, and projections fade long enough for the fog to clear from our eyes, our abilities to see returns. When we let go of coddling the inner voice of the ego and emotions that fog up our perceptions and take us out of the present moment, we can be present to free to see the big picture. To experience true clarity, we must still the chatter of the mind. Let go of staying stuck in the fog of emotion and step away from ourselves long enough to see ourselves and our lives from a higher perspective. When we feel clear, we are able to see ourselves and our lives clearly. We understand with clarity what is occurring for us and why, and we know what action to take to best honor our personal truth. Oftentimes, to achieve this state, we must clear away the fog and the mess of our lives. Whoa. I don't know that I feel a true mess around your life, just sometimes messy problems. Oh. From cleaning and clearing our homes, to cutting negative ties, to clearing away and replacing negative self-talk. Maybe a little bit of that. Engaging in a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual clean-out will always give you the space necessary to find clarity. It is essential now to clear away what has been keeping you in the fog and find the space necessary for you to return to your center. This may mean cleaning your house, giving up grief or anger, or demanding space for yourself in your life. Think about that. The angels want you to demand space for yourself in your own life. Now that I think you can relate to. No matter what the effort required, the reward of clarity is always well worth it. Clarity is coming to you now if you are willing to step up and to embrace it. What a powerful, beautiful message for you, Heather. Now I am going to look back and see if anyone else came on. Hi, Christy Kopenbarger. Hi, Sunny Elson. Hi, Julia. Gosh, more of you came on. I'm glad I don't have to go through the process. Let me write your names down real quick, and I'll go through the card readings since I have to bounce back and forth with each one of you. Julia, Sunny, Christy. Hi, Christy Kopenbarger. I think I'm going to write your whole name down because I've never really read for you. And I know you, Lynn Leach. So I've got 5 of you to read for. Oh my gosh. What a busy afternoon this is turning out to be, but you know I love it. And I am trying to stream live on Facebook in my group, on YouTube, and on Twitter. And also Twitch, kind of like a younger gaming chat. And I thought even young people need help, right? They may not know it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to come on, and if I keep coming on, I tried to come on at 2, but I had technical difficulties, ladies. And I had a black screen, and I couldn't get me to come up on it. And I was like, oh, what do I do with this? So you know what? I went on YouTube. I found a live video, and it talked about 2 or 3 different ways to fix it. And finally, I right-clicked, and it fixed. So here I am an hour late. And I've already did 4 readings, and I'm going to do 5 more. Well, for Julia, Sunny, I've done 4, so maybe 8 today, huh? Julia, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody because I just hate missing people. They tend to get upset with me, and I'm going to connect with your energy, Julia. You know, when I connect with your energy, I see you in just like a straw hat out in the garden, like picking your produce, singing, humming, and it just, I'm sorry, I got a tear in my eye, but it makes me happy to feel the happiness that you're feeling. Keep on, keeping on, loving Mother Earth, picking your produce, and when you hum, you raise your vibration. You raise your physical, your mental, and your spiritual body, and keep doing that. So what I got was 4, and it's 44. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So every fourth card for you times 2. I think the first one was on the bottom. Oh my gosh, girl. Now hold it upright. I'm trying. Am I making you dizzy yet? Awakening. And I don't know why. I'm going to try to get it over here where you can see it. Bring it closer. Even if it covers me up for a minute, I'm just going to do this because I'm worried you're not seeing it. And I just read about Archangel Jeremiah. I didn't know if anybody else heard that, but he's a powerful one of the 7 archangels. And this awakening card, this is spiritual, Julia. You are on the path, right, to awaken in all ways on a deeper, deeper level. And one way you can do this is by connecting with this archangel. Look at the 7 chakras, the indigo stars. They can also be used at your third eye. I'm going to read this card. Look at the beautiful flower. That is the color of Archangel Metatron also. And I think you could use them both in twinship. Now, awakening. These are alphabetical. They're kind of brief, so let me go there. Each person is born a unique fingerprint of God. We are the summation of a multitude of ingredients, and together, this makes us who we are. We are born into specific families, in specific places, with challenges as well as the nurturing that we need to learn and grow into whom we become. Beyond that, we are made up of instinctive traits, fears, passions, and longings that also reflect our nature. Then we have a set of experiences through our lives where we may experience challenges or awakenings that move us even further along the path of who we are. When we learn certain lessons or get naturally guided, we can get naturally guided to different experiences and places. Beyond all that, we feel a calling, a drive to do, experience, and become something, whether this is a career or an internal state. All these things give us clues as what we need to gain and experience in order to learn and grow in this life and show us what our soul longs to express and feel. It's time to look at what these clues are telling you about you. Your true nature is more than personality traits, interests, and experiences. It's time for you to go beyond that, into the silence, to discover what lies beneath all of you. Whoa! What is the special, unique essence that makes up you? It's time to truly feel the perfect God, goddess that exists at the core of your being. It is then that you may see the true path that your experiences are taking you on, and what parts of yourself and your life that you must let go of in order to experience more happiness and integrity. Happiness and integrity. Wow. And that means a strengthening in your life of strong experiences. I always think of that as integrity, living the true life that we're meant to live. Whoa. This is a time of awakening, of waking up the core of who you are and immense potential that you hold in each moment. So what a beautiful card for you. Whoa, right? Oh my gosh. Sunny Elson. I think it's time to go on to you. And then Christy Kopenbarger and Lynn Leach. I don't know, I'm just trying to tune in. So bear with me. And I get 33. But look at this one. Color healing. Melchizedek. There's a whole group of angels and one powerful angel named Melchizedek. Look at this interesting angel, right? This is an angel with an eye within the wing. It's always kind of keeping like a constant monitor on her. And I don't know, it's just an amazing, look at the eye behind the wing. I don't think I've ever seen that. So this is like, have you ever studied the third eye of Horus? I don't know why, but I'm being guided to tell you to really look into the Eye of Horus. There's some Egyptian teachings there that might appeal to you, along with Melchizedek. So let's look at color healing and what that could really do for you. Here is the other card, Hope. Now, Hope, isn't this a beautiful card? Keep having the hope and the strength in your life that you need. Amateel. So color healing, we're going to just kind of briefly overview that. I love color healing. Sometimes it's just that knowing each night what color to put around yourself so you'll sleep better. Our world exists in shades of light. Within that light, there is every color of the spectrum. As that light touches the world around us, the colors are absorbed and reflected. If an object is green, it will absorb all the other colors in the spectrum and reflect green. The green frequency is then reflected onto us and our skin, and our eyes receive this information, and we become affected by that vibration. The interesting thing is that the object itself is anything but green. This is why green is reflected rather than absorbed, and that is why we interact with it. Color plays an enormous part in our lives. So we also require periods of complete darkness in order for the hormones we need for immunity, healing of the body and mind, and general well-being to be secreted. Light and color have an enormous amount to do with health and well-being. This is a time for you to take note of light and color in your life. Are you getting enough sunlight? You have a solid sleep in complete darkness. How do the colors in your clothing, home, and workspace affect you? What is needed in order to create more healing and balance in your life right now? By bringing awareness to what stimuli you are receiving, you empower yourself so that you can bring into your life more balance, healing, and harmony. Even that card within itself, I think, is very beautiful, very helpful for people. Now, hope. I don't know much about Amateel, and there's a section on the angels. I'm sorry, I'm getting a call, so I'm just kind of turning it off. It's just called life, right? I don't know much about this angel, so let's read in the back about the angel Amateel. Amateel is the angel of hope and renewal and is the ruler of the season of spring. Amateel can bless any situation in which seeds for something new in our lives are being planted and can teach us about the constant renewal of life/death, providing us with hope and the fertility of new beginnings. So let us read the hope one then. And like I say, I've kind of got to do two more, so I'm just going to kind of overview these a little bit. Hope is one of the most powerful of all human emotions. It awakens within us the strength, the courage, and the inspiration to do almost anything. But it is the experience of true hope, the hope that comes after our struggles, even when things seem pointless, hard, or hopeless, that gives us new eyes to see with. This allows a new perspective to emerge from our being, and we are reborn. It is through this burst of clarity and inspiration that we become able to manifest a new life for ourselves. We take a renewed attitude with renewed action and become able to attract the people and the opportunities we need to create new beginnings and a new life. Allow yourself to really feel that spring of hope bubbling up from the depths of your being. Become open to the worlds of possibility that lie waiting, open to you now. Take courage and take flight. And what a beautiful two cards to combine some healing with some hope. Now, I've got Christy Kopenbarger. I'm going to connect with your energy. This may take me a moment longer since I really have never done a reading for you. They already say there's a beautiful Christ light, a golden light that surrounds your whole aura. So I find that amazing. And for whatever reason, 55. Fives are really important for you this week. Is it 5 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock at night? So the first card I drew was clearing. And it's interesting, I'm not drawing the same cards for people. This is Archangel Michael. Look at the blues in this picture. Powerful, powerful archangel, mainly the protector archangel. And then again, I drew the hope one for you too. So know that new beginnings can occur for you. I want to read in the back about Archangel Michael since we haven't had him in any of our card readings today. Archangel Michael. I know he's one of the main archangels. The name Michael means he who is like God. In all major faiths or religion, the Archangel Michael is considered within the highest angelic ranks. Always depicted with a golden sword, Michael is the angel of protection and clearing. And what I feel him clearing away for you is the hope that maybe you've had a problem with in your life. Invoke him, imagine his cobalt blue cloak around you when you're praying to him, and imagine him cutting away any of your obstacles. 5 is the number that removes obstacles. See the number 5, see him cutting away all your problems. It will be amazing. He can be called upon to provide protection to yourself, your loved ones, your home, your property, and he can cut negative ties in your life. Historically, Michael is known for his role as the protector of Israel and as God's warrior, where he led the celestial armies in the battle against Satan and the forces of evil. Now I'm going to read clearing since I already did hope. I feel like the new dawn, the new day, like even tomorrow when you get up, things are just already going to be better. I'm being guided to send you some Reiki after I finish this reading. Archangel Michael, in order to have clarity in your life and clearing, you must be clear. Clear of old ties, old issues, and old thought patterns. Clear out any mental, spiritual, or emotional or physical clutter. If this card has come up for you, then this means there are areas in your life that truly need clearing. On a physical level, your home. Throw away anything that's not relevant to you now or for the future life that you want. Clean out all closets and corners. Get light air and air circulating through your home. Clear your body. Fill it with fresh, nourishing food that's easy to digest and supports your system. Most importantly, drink about 2 liters a day. Now, I don't know that all of us take the time to do that, but it's important. It helps us with our physical body. It may be necessary to review your mental and spiritual space at this time. What are the old thought patterns, beliefs, and self-talk habits polluting your mental and spiritual space? Often the key to breaking a habit is to create a new one that is more supportive to your growth and happiness. If you are telling yourself things are not in line with your highest truth and highest potential, it's simply time to start telling yourself something different. It may take work, lots of discipline and awareness, but you will get through and you will change the mental pattern. You will change it. If you keep repeating and honoring the new thought pattern, and ultimately you need to take space for yourself right now. Create a sense of inner stillness and calm. Then with strength and courage, clear away the clutter and the destructive ties in your life. This is probably one of the most powerful cards in the deck. I hope that it truly spoke to you, Christy, and thank you for coming on today. Now, Lynn Leach, as always, you know I love you, neighbor, friend. Maria Edwards is on. Wow. You know, Heather, I put your video on at the beginning. I put a video on for you and for Dory. So if you would please look back at that and restart the video when I post it and end this one, I would really love it and appreciate it, Heather, if you would do that. Because I started with you and Dory. Now I'm going to switch back to my Streamlabs here. Kind of have to click into the video that I'm doing. I'm going to do Lynn and then I'm going to do Maria. And wow, I think I'll have done the most readings I've done in an afternoon just by coming on later, catching some of you. I'm going to be catching Maria Edwards. I'm so appreciative. Now this is funny. You know the commercial with the butter? I think it's Promise Butter. that there's the sun that comes up over the horizon and you just see the sun peeking up and it's kind of made in spiky points. This is what I see behind your house, like a new healing, a new health about you, about your home. I think it's a bright new day, a bright new promise of a new day. Let me see your number, Lynn. And it's telling me 22. So I'm going to shuffle till I feel connected, and I'm going to draw 2 cards every second one. The first card I drew for you, beautiful archangel, Zadkiel. It's my guardian archangel. Forgiveness. Look at the beautiful colors. Look at the third eye of this woman. Look at the third eye of this archangel, the intensity. Wow. And you know, forgiveness, it comes from that heart space. Look at her heart space, the flames, the fire. So truly, all forgiveness has to be sent through the heart space. I will read a little bit. Look what I did. I went right to it. Is this not the card meant for you? What? Yes. To forgive yourself is to forgive the whole world. Let me read that over. To forgive yourself is to forgive the whole world. To see the perfection that exists within you is to see the perfection in all that is. You may see mistakes, atrocities, and error in the world around you, but all these things exist to make up the synchronistic progress of mankind. Even if it is through what we perceive as error, the experience of that is what we will take to the next place. The universe already exists in perfect equilibrium. This means we get to choose the level we want to operate on. We get to choose what we want to contribute to the whole. But we cannot forget that it is often the breakdown of something that causes things to grow, to change. The same is true in our lives. We often perceive as wrongdoing, either from life or other people. This is exactly what propels growth and creates change in our life. Every challenge offers us the opportunity to learn more about ourselves and life. Then we have the opportunity to offer something valuable back to the world. This is a time of letting go of past hurts. It's time to see life from a higher perspective. Let self-acceptance and self-forgiveness fill your heart, and let that love flow into life and the world around you. Because that's what forgiveness allows. It allows more love to enter into your heartland. Now, look at this. Passion. Whoa! You're going to be on fire, because this is the Archangel Nathaniel of fire. Now, Zadkiel, I haven't read a lot about him, so let's read what his name means, if I can find him. Some of them aren't in alphabetical order. Oh, there he is, Zadkiel. The meaning of Zadkiel is the righteousness of God, considered to be the angel of mercy. Archangel Zadkiel teaches compassion and forgiveness, both toward ourselves and others, so that we can move forward in our lives and not remain stuck inside the world of past hurts and disappointments. Now let's read the Passion card, maybe just overview that a little bit before I go on to Maria's. And wow, it's kind of long. Passion is the flame that lights the soul. It keeps us warm, connected, invigorated, and alive. It awakens within us a desire and a drive, a desire for knowledge, love, travel, expansion, expression, and change. It drives us forward and awakens in us the need to truly experience life. This is a time for you to allow a higher sense of passion and purpose to fill your heart, for the light of that flame to illuminate the path ahead, leading you to new adventures in life. This is a time to surrender your personal will to the higher will of God, allowing a true sense of purpose to fill you. This is a time to release the ego, allowing a sense of oneness to permeate your being, and let the power and passion of love to move within you. This is a time to be passionate, courageous, and inspired. Take a leap of faith and let the light of passion guide you. So this can be even guiding you to new experiences, meditate on it, think on it, pray on it, and see what comes up for you. Now I'm going to go back to make sure I don't miss anyone after Maria. Okay, thank you, thank you, and I love you too, Lynn. And Maria, here we go. I think this is like my 10th reading today. I think my voice, even Maria, is starting to go, right? Oh, wow. Like I said, I'm doing these card readings and I'm kind of asking for a $5 donation at my PayPal. It's at irishgal@roadrunner.com. I love doing these for you, but I have a dream of the Blue Lotus Clinic, and how do I follow my dreams? I'm asking for support and help. Thank you. I had to come, I've been doing this 3 years. I had to come a long way to have the courage to even ask for you guys' support. And Maria, don't you be afraid to ask for help. They're telling me that you're the same quiet person, that sometimes you continue on and you struggle onward. And there are many people who would help you in your life. And I'm getting 1-1 straight up for you. Isn't that crazy? So I'm gonna shuffle till it feels good, and then I'm gonna take 2 cards off the top. Okay. Conflict resolution. Wow. Sometimes we all have a problem that comes up, and all I'm going to read with this is the Archangel Raguel, what his name means. Look at the star over his heart, the energy over his heart. Sometimes to resolve a conflict, it has to come from our heart. Just like I talked with forgiveness about Lynn, anytime we really want to resolve anything in our lives, love is the solution, and it has to come from our heart, even in a conflict. So I think it might be a really appropriate card for you. Let's see what Raguel, Raguel. You can pray whenever you have a conflict with this archangel. Here he is. Raguel means friend of God. He is known as the angel of order and fairness. He is said to have been entrusted with the job of watching over other angels to ensure their good behavior. Being a master at resolving conflicts, Archangel Raguel can be called upon whenever you find yourself stuck in situations or disputes that seem almost impossible to remedy, and you need a helping hand to restore harmony or diplomacy. So know that he's listed in one of the 7 archangels. He's very powerful. Now let's see what your other card is. Intuition. Look at the moon behind this woman. I always love connecting intuition with the moon. Now I'm learning about streaming how to place the cards. And Phuel, fuel is her energy. And like I said, the stars and the moon are involved to increase your intuition. You might want to spend a little time underneath the stars or the moonlight. Let's see what her name means, and then I'm being guided to read a little more on her. Fuel is the angel of the day Monday. Is known as the angel of the moon and the oceans, governing intuition, emotion, and psychic awareness. Fuel can assist you to tap into these feminine energies and to expand your emotional awareness, especially when called upon on a Monday or a full moon. So even I am learning about the angels and how amazing they are. Now I haven't done the intuition card today, so I will kind of overview it with you. Every answer to every question we have lies within us. The voice inside, the feeling in our gut and in our bones is our intuition. Intuition is another human sense. You know, they say we have 6, but we really have 7. Our eyes and ears tell us what is around us. Touch gives us texture, smell, and taste interact with our surroundings. But intuition tells us how we feel about our world, beyond what the physical 5 senses can tell us. Intuition guides us to our personal higher cause. It tells us what choices will best suit us, who we want in our lives, and how to interpret the energy of our environment. On a higher level, intuition may tell you universal truths. When we make choices based on lower impulses that serve the ego, we become dependent on outside sources to be the only guide and director of our lives. We become easily confused and indecisive, and even begin to fear and lack faith and trust in life. In this day and age, it's essential to take time to listen to yourself. We are fed so much information that tells us what to do, how to feel, what to think. We're busy distracting ourselves with, they say, tools of escape, but I would consider that the phone, the TV. If you have drawn this card, it's time for you to spend some spare time with yourself and just be with yourself. The answers you seek are inside already. Stop, be still, and feel the truth within you. No one knows what is right or better than yourself. Have faith in yourself and listen to your intuition, for that will always, always steer you in the right direction. Now, I love those cards for you, Maria. Shirley, you're on, so I'm going to keep going, okay? I'm always going to click back and check now before I just end my live stream. So know that I'm probably just going to do one card for you. I'll do your number, but just one card. Might be the most cards I've ever read in a day in my group, but I'm loving it. And they're saying, Shirley, for you, when I feel it's right to quit shuffling, the number 7. Now this is a beautiful archangel. You see the outline of the light around, and the Holy Spirit of the dove. Surrender. Archangel Azrael. Wow. And I see that your whole earth body, your 7 chakras, need some healing sent to them. So I'm going to send some gold light through all members of the group, and especially to Shirley and Christy, the girl that I did readings for earlier. And send some of my own life force energy to you. Look at that dove of the Holy Spirit. Isn't that amazing? So let's read a little bit about maybe what you need to surrender, Shirley, at this time in your life to really kind of move forward. And the archangel is Azrael. Let's read a little bit about them. Okay. Raziel, I got the wrong one. I got to do Azrael. Azrael means whom God helps. Whom God helps. Known as the angel of death in Islamic and Christian faiths, Archangel Azrael's primary role is to help souls cross over and to supply comfort to the grieving. A gentle and beautiful being, Azrael is the angel who accompanies souls to heaven after they've passed on. You can call on this Archangel Azrael to help you through the grieving process and to help you come to terms with and accept the natural cycles of life and death. So, wow. What a neat and amazing archangel. You know, I worked with this archangel. I was a palliative care nurse for 4 years, and I helped all peoples of all ages to cross over. And I learned to really call upon this angel when the time was near, and when I was walking into the room, I would ask him to envelop me in this golden light and to do my best to help the family and the patient to have a safe process with all of that. Death, like life, is constant. Everything in existence is constantly dying and being reborn. From the cells in our body to thoughts and feelings, to the constant shifting cycles of nature. Like most aspects of nature, the human psyche also goes through larger cycles. The earth has her days and nights, the 28-day moon cycle, the 12-month sun cycle, and seasons, just to name a few. We also have cycles, and more often than not, they are in complete attunement to the natural cycles. Whether that be through day, night, the weather, seasons, or astrology, we have cycles and rhythms that are in tune with nature, regardless of whether we're conscious of this or not. The part of the cycle coming up here is death. At this stage, we deal with a release and a surrender. We must at this stage release some aspect of our life and ourself. Beyond that, we must release the ego, the part of ourself that is attached to identity, to itself being seen, being right, to the part that buys into the illusion of believing that we can ever truly know the unknowable. At this time, a surrender must occur. a surrender to God, to life, to great mystery, the universe, and to the higher intelligence that exists in love. Once this occurs, there is a new freedom achieved within the psyche and spirit, and we become a clean slate for a new phase to begin. A death phase can be exciting, terrifying, devastating, or even above all, depending what's occurring for you, it could be really hard. Humans are petrified of giving up the ego self. This is why we are afraid of death. But the ego must be released in order to experience a new life. Above all, a true sense of liberation now awaits you. A new phase. Change is occurring now. Embrace and surrender to it. I'm really asking you to call upon this archangel. Try not to be afraid, even though it is the archangel of death. This is just a transition phase in your life, and there is a letting go of grief that I feel that needs to be let go of. Grief or pain or unforgiveness can be like a big rock, and if we place that in front of us, we can't go over and forward in our life smoothly. We're always crawling over top that rock to take a step, and it hinders us. So what I'm asking for you is to do some deep soul searching, some deep prayer, and really use this archangel. I'm going to spell his name for you, Azrael. Please do some research on him. Remember what I told you about his name. I don't know why, but I'm being guided to re-say it to you, to help you. His name is Azrael. Oh, I'm telling you. Sometimes I have a hard time finding the angels in this. Whom God helps. Believe that God is helping you, that you drew this card for a reason today, and the help is being sent to you now through me. Amen. 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 Let me look and see if anybody else came on. I hope you got that reading. I love you, Lynn. I love you, Maria. I'm just so appreciative. Like I said, I think I've done 12 card readings. This has been an amazing thing for me. I don't see where anyone else has come on. Please